Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Crimi-Trent. It's Mini Monday Madness Day and we're painting a mini cute poppy field. This is such a cute, fun, easy tutorial. Be a great gift to give to your mother or friend, Mother's Day, to brighten up their day. If you have any questions, please leave in the comment section. I always give my description of all the materials and what I'm using in the description box. So let's get started. Okay, start by going over my supplies. I have a 3" by 3" square piece of Arches paper, 100% cotton cold press that I taped down with magic tape. I have my various paints here, paper towel, my brushes that I go over, my water jar up here, and I've taped this down on a piece of cardboard. All right, so this should be fairly simple and easy. I'm going to start off by making the sky color. I'm going to take a little bit of turquoise paint here. I want to make it a little bright. A little cerulean blue mixed with that. And for the brush, I'm just going to use this Grumbacher 10 for now. And I'll switch off my brushes. And we're going to just take the middle of the piece of paper and go up to the top and fill it in with water. Not too wet, you want it damp, but not super wet. And then we're going to take this blue color and we're going to fill this in. Now you could put clouds in, or you could just keep it a blue sky if you want. If you want to put clouds in, I show you 1,000 times how easy the clouds to do with paper towels. Just because if you're a beginner and you're painting clouds and you don't know how to paint the clouds or go around the clouds, you just take a little piece of paper towel, scroll it up like this, and you could just push down and you've got your clouds. It's that simple. Seriously. Now we're going to take the same paintbrush and I'm going to damp the bottom half. Don't touch the top. You want to get a little close to it, but don't touch it. And I've mixed up some yellow with some hooker's green, make a pretty limey green color, yellowish color. I'm going to get this fairly wet. Dab my paper towel and then I'll go across the bottom. Really wet. So it's really light. Just barely touching the top. And then we're going to take some darker green, kind of wet, and then darker green up here. It's a hooker's green with a medium, a little bit yellow. I dab my paper towel as always. We're just going to dab lines going up and down like this. I'm getting a little closer so you can see. So I'm just dabbing lines like that. They're going to probably blend in to that yellow color. You want to get some darker areas, put in some more darker paint here. And that should bleed. All right, now we're going to clean off our brush. I'm going to go in, I'm going to swipe across the two where they two meet, the green and the blue. Just picking up some paint. And I've mixed up this pink with a little bit of red. I'm going to get this fairly light. I'm going to go across. Now I've created a harsh line up here in the blue. So I'm going to take my brush and clean it off. And just go in and blend that. The pink meets the blue. Now I'm going to grab my medium red. Creamy texture, a little water, not too much. And we're just going to dab in little dots. Doesn't matter if they're bleeding a little bit. Don't let them bleed too much, but just little dots. So I'm going to blend in the background. If you get an even thicker paint of the red, you dab it in again, right out of the tube. If you want to mix a little crimson to get a little darker, just dabbing that. See that? Little teeny dabs. These ones will bleed out because they're very fuzzy with the water, because it's kind of wet, it's damp. And the ones in the front will do the same. We want the back to be fuzzy like that though. And the thicker the paint, the less bleeding it will do. Kind of cool. It looks like a poppy fuzzy field, huh? Now we're going to take a skinnier brush, or I have a nice pointed tip with this 8 long round Princeton brush. Grab some of this darker green paint. Really creamy, not too wet. So we're going in and doing the little lines underneath those little red splotches. You can fill in some real darker areas back here if you want. Just dab it in. You want to kind of keep it light though. And put some back here. This is so fairly simple to do. Fun little thing to create. Gonna grab some of this yellow. Go right in here. Right, the thick yellow paint. Going right in here and adding it. And adding some more of that darker green. Just making stems. If they bleed, that's no problem. Again, grabbing that yellow. Grab the yellow, put it right in there. I'm just dabbing it. You see how I'm just dabbing this? Let me get this beautiful little fuzzy, simple poppy field. You can get a little darker back here if you want to. Just get a little pop. I'll add some indigo blue to my green. I'm just going to touch it with a little tip. You want to get some of that back area darker. Not too much. Just a little bit. See, I'm going in and playing and putting some more green. It's looking a little too blue. Just play around with how dark you want it back there. And you can have it dark down here in the foreground. Now that to me it's looking a little too dark. So I clean up my brush and I'll just take some of that paint up. And I can go in and add some yellow right on top of that. And because it's blue, I'll turn it green. Just constant back and forth playing around with different color tones. Adding some more of those darker tones for the stems. And then you can blend it in a little bit down in here. All right, so we're gonna let this dry. You can let it dry naturally or use a hair dryer, and we're gonna come back and we'll add some detail. Okay, now this is dry. I'm gonna go in and grab some of my medium red paint. It's thicker, it's creamy. I'm gonna grab some of this crimson too, get a little darker. And we're gonna make the little poppy shapes. So, I don't know if you can see well enough, but we're just gonna go into some of these fuzzy, they look like balls, and just put some in petals. So it kind of looks more like a real poppy in the sun. We do that by making a petal that's like this. I don't know if you can see this. Just grabbing the petals, look like that when you paint it. Oops, I'm sorry, I didn't even see that. Okay, so you're just taking your brush, very smally, but tiny, putting in some of these little poppies like this. You have the little black dot in the center. Or you can make the poppies look like this, adding the black dot in the center. Whichever one you like. They're tiny, so don't stress out about it if they're not showing the exact shape. It's just the suggestion of it. And you can try and put some in the foreground. It's a fun little mini. We do one mini Monday Madness. So I'm adding in the leaves that I want and the petals that I want. Make it a little more serious. And then you can go back in and grab some of that darker green and really get in the stem in there. It's tiny, so even with my glasses on, I can barely see it. So you put in the little stems connecting to the poppies. Don't worry if it doesn't look serious enough. It's supposed to be fun. Mini poppy. So then I'm going to go in and I'm going to add my black center. I like to add black with indigo, so it's not so black. You don't want that super wet. You just want to put a little dot in the middle. Indicate that it's a poppy. Just a little black dot. And look how cute that is. Like I said, you can go back in, taking some darker green, a little burnt umber mixed with that. Get those little stems and little, if you want to put some leaves in there. I mean, they're going to be tiny, but you can see some of them. If you want to make it like brighter green in here instead of this dark green, that's fine too. You know, I go back in and sometimes I'll take a crappy brush. Let me show you. I'm just going to wiggle around with some water and lift up the paint. Not too much because you could destroy your paper. See? Keep mopping it up. And then I can go back in. Add that bright yellow to brighten it up. Just to brighten it up a little bit. And again, go back in and add some of that red. The little dots back here because they're going to be little ones. And you have this really cute mini poppy field. So I added another red one over here. I'll wait till that dries and I'll add in a black center after that. But wasn't that fun? That was so much fun. The best part is lifting it up to see your mini painting. And of course, I'm lifting up the cardboard. This tape is really sticky. That's why I tell you guys all the time, you take a piece of tape and you put it on your, let me zoom back out, and you put it on your clothing like this, lift it up, it makes it less sticky. This doesn't want to come up. Here we go. I mean, use whatever tape you have that works well. I like this because it sticks pretty well to the paper and doesn't bleed underneath. Look how cute that is. That would make a great gift to give your mom for Mom's Day or a friend. You can frame it in mini frames. They have lots of mini frames online. Isn't that cute? I hope you guys enjoy this quick tutorial today. And Mini Monday Madness. Please like, share, and subscribe if you can. And I hope you guys have a great day. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.